So I'm going to talk about following the rabbit trails, and this is a method of using the tools and resources available to you to get ideas for finding new products. First thing first, make sure that you're buying products from an authorized distributor and maintaining receipts. So I know that when I talk to you, I've had conversations where people want to source from Alibaba and go to garage sales and things like that. Those don't really count as authorized distributors. If you want, all right, not worrying about it. So if you want to use Alibaba for private label, if you must, that's not an issue. But if you want to source products, you have to make sure that you are sourcing them from a reputable source. And also sourcing from China, if you're going to do that, just make sure that they are a reputable source as well. We had a client who was buying KitchenAids from China, and they didn't have a serial number on them. So when the person purchased it and tried to register it with KitchenAid, they weren't able to do so because that was not an authentic product. So make sure this is step one before you start actually putting these into place. So the first step is go to the stores that you normally go to and just start branching out maybe into the areas that you haven't gone to before. So maybe if you go to a store and you only look at shoes and bras and underwear, maybe start going to that same store and branching out to other departments within that store. That can be a good way to find new products. The next thing that you can do is step outside of your comfort zone and scope out some of the stores around you. Now, the way that you can do this, and I know that during the conference yesterday, someone mentioned that people track their area and plan out different routes for stores. But if you go to Google and you type in outlets or retail stores, it's going to give you a list of different places that maybe you never thought at sourcing before, but are in your available area. So these are all different places that I can get ideas for to source from. As long as they are an authorized distributor, meaning they have agreements directly from this company to sell those products, this could be a great place to go and find certain items that you hadn't thought of before. The next thing is think outside of the box. So a lot of people, they think, oh, I'll go to Walmart, I'll go to Target, I'll go to Marshalls, I'll go to Kohl's, I'll go to Nike, and things like that. But think outside of the box. So try maybe going to pharmacies, places like Walgreens or CVS. A lot of people make a lot of money sourcing from those locations online. So my sister buys her body wash in bulk from, I think it is Walgreens.com. You can buy those products in bulk, break them up, and then sell them individually. The beauty and personal care category is a great category to get into. So by thinking outside of the box, you might be able to capitalize on that market. Another place is Sam's Club and BJ's. So we have a client, James Whalen, if you're watching, hey. But he posted a ton of videos during Q4 of him just going to big box stores like Sam's Club and BJ's and sourcing products. There are people that go to Sam's Club and buy underwear and things like that in bulk from Sam's Club and send those items into Amazon. So don't underestimate the out-of-the-box stores that you can go to. Don't be afraid to go to outlet malls. I know that there are some people, for some reason, that are afraid to go to outlet malls and take advantage of what's available to them. But those can be gold mines, especially if you're trying to get brand approved. If you can go to an outlet store and buy directly from that vendor, that looks a little bit better than you going to, say, a Boscov's or a Marshall's and getting a receipt to try to get unrestricted. So definitely try going to the outlet malls and seeing what's available. Look at the daily emails that we sent out and follow the rabbit trails. So I'm going to show you the emails that we send out daily and hopefully answer some questions and put a couple of things to rest. And I'm going to scroll down and go to one of our older emails that we sent out. So you get 2 emails from us daily. One is the web deals and coupons, and then the other one is Sam's recent purchases. So I'm going to actually go through both of those emails and tell you how you can get ideas for where to search from or where to source from. So the first one I'm going to look at is the web deals and daily coupons, and I'm going to click on this, let it download, and pull up the document. So for those of you that are familiar with the OA process, what this email is the OA process for you. So this tells you the website discount, the gift card discount, the cashback discount, all in one place. So you don't even have to do it. You can give this list to your VA, tell them, okay, here goes your stipulations, this is what I want you to look for, go to these stores. So what this list is, and this is a massive list, and it is color coded. So these different colors, the red means it expires today, the green means it expires in 24 hours, the blue means 48 hours, and the white is above 48 hours. So if you want to give this list to your VA and tell them start working on all of the red stores and just have them go and search there, this can be a great place to get ideas from new stores that you haven't even searched for. And I know that some of them are on here a couple of times, but it's 208 different opportunities for you to save money and get a list of just stores to source from. So maybe ones that you've never heard of before, Kipling. I personally have never heard of that store. So this can be a good place to get ideas from on stores to source from. Now the other email that we send out is the Sam's recent purchases email. And I say this all the time. I actually wrote it in the email. This is not a list for you to go out and buy everything that we buy. It was never, ever, ever intended to be a list to say, here's what we're buying, you go out and buy exactly the same thing. This list was meant to give people who are just starting kind of an idea of where to source at and different categories to source in that are profitable. So let me pull this up as soon as it will go. And another question that people are asking a lot of, and I think that now because you are in our office, you understand, we're not buying as much because we have Shoe Mountain and Mount Shoe out in the hallway that we're trying to get on eBay. So I know that a lot of people in the Facebook, and they've sent messages to support. They're like, there's not many things on your list. Why is that so? Well, because we were doing the conference, and as you can see that are in here, it's crazy with shoe boxes right now. So that's what we're working on. We're trying to get these shoe boxes out of here. Yes, Wendy. Like, so our VAs, what they'll do, the ones that are sourcing, so some of them are running wholesale lists. Some of them are running things through tactical arbitrage. They will give that list to Neil, who is our OA buyer, and he's not here today because the conference took out half of our staff. But what he will do is then take that list of products and then go on that website and start purchasing that list of items. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, we have them, they do an immense amount of work here. A lot of behind the scenes things. So our VAs work as kind of personal assistants. So they're doing back-end work, they're doing brand approvals, they're working on optimizing listings, they're working on social media things. Like, there is a massive amount of things that our VAs work on. Like, I can't even list it because they kind of take any tasks that are kind of cumbersome for us to do in office. So what I'll do is I'll get on YouTube with Gladys, who is our head VA in the Philippines. I'll show her how to do something, and then she will give it to another VA to do. So they're evaluating wholesale lists. There is a immense amount of work that they're doing. Making that list of the different coupons and everything, our VA does that daily. That's 4 hours of work that she does daily, putting all of those coupons together for you guys. So this list, and it's not as long as the ones prior, is just to give you an idea of where we're buying things. So RA purchases, you don't have to necessarily say, okay, I got to go out and buy this Nike Hoops Elite Max Air Team basketball backpack in this color. But maybe I will go to Nike and I'll search for backpacks and start scanning those. Maybe I'll go to Nike and start scanning women's shoes. Nike is also now in tactical arbitrage. So maybe I'll go to Nike and run a scan on their running shoes in general and take it from there. So this is kind of what following the rabbit trails are. It's taking the information that you have and working backwards to find products. So I'll go to Reebok and I'll say, okay, they brought running shoes. I'll scan that. So this is what this list is made for. Not necessarily go out and buy everything that we're buying. And I have a couple of questions. Take a look at our OA Facebook group. And I know a lot of you take advantage of that, which is good, and I know that a lot of you don't. So the question that I always get about the OA group is, are these products saturated? And the answer is no, because not a lot of people are actually taking this and using this. So this Facebook OA group works the same way that our list that we send out to you work. Now, anything that you're going to buy, if you're going to buy it, you should always do your due diligence. You should always take and analyze it yourself and not kind of go off what somebody else is telling you. But what I would do is I would look at this list again and say, oh, what store are they buying it from? And what can I look at that is similar to this to get ideas for other products. So that's how that looks. The next thing is look at Amazon movers and shakers and Amazon bestsellers. So if I go to Google and I just type in Amazon bestsellers, I'll get a list of the 100 bestsellers in all of Amazon's categories and subcategories. So for example, let me go to clothing. So I will get the 100 best sellers in clothing all the way up here. So these can be ideas for you to get products from. I can also click on subcategories, so women's, and I can get the best 100 best sellers in women's. I can do subcategories of that as well. So shoes, jewelry, watches, handbags, wallets, accessories, to find products there as well. So take advantage of these. eBay has something that's similar to that. So you want to use the lists that are provided to you to find ideas for this. This actually becomes really important during Q4 as well, because those are the products that everyone is buying that sell the best. Stalk your competition storefront. So there's software, and I don't know, it's right here, called Storefront Stalker. It is a Chrome extension. We do have a discount for it. But the way that Storefront Stalker works is that you can go to someone's storefront and hit that button and get a list of all of their ASINs, and then you can put that into other software to evaluate it and find where they found those products from. And I'll talk a little bit about that in a little bit. So I'll go and I'll skip and I'll talk about it now. So with that list of ASINs, you can then put that list into tactical arbitrage, run a reverse search, and then you can get a list of stores that sell those products. So that is a huge benefit to have, especially if you see someone that is on several of the same listings that you are on. Well, you can assume that, A, maybe they know what they're doing and they're finding good products, so let me get a list of all of the ASINs that they're carrying, put that into tactical arbitrage, and try to find those same products. You can stalk Amazon bestsellers. You can stalk anyone's their storefront to get a list of products. So Storefront Stalker can be a great program to have to get more information. Sign up for emails and coupon codes. That's kind of how Jackie plans out his day to go sourcing. A lot of stores have flash sales. They have certain discounts that are going on that they only make available to members of their shopping lists. So this is a task that you can have a VA do, sign up for these, and then also manage them and put together a list for you. So if Jackie knows that a store is having a sale, he plans out his week based on that sale. So depending on how long that sale is going to last, he may hit up that store 3 times in a week to make sure that he's getting those products. So sign up for emails, and also sign up for rewards programs. Jaquel made a joke the other day because I sign up for everybody's rewards programs, and I have rewards and free things and coupons that I get all the time because I have taken advantage of those. As most of you know, I'm a huge Disney fan. I am in I am in Disney's fan club, and just for being in that fan club, I get discounts at certain stores. So it's about $60 membership for a year, and there are several stores that I can get a discount for. But there are a lot of free rewards programs that you can take advantage of, especially also food-wise, because a lot of you are doing RA, you're out, so you're spending money getting things on the go. So sign up for rewards programs to take advantage of that. So if you buy a certain amount of coffee, they might give you a free stamp. Starbucks has a Stars Rewards program and things like that, so that you're saving money and not just throwing it away. Another thing that you can do is pop culture. So if you listen into the webinars every Friday, you hear Ike and I talking about movies. Now, part of that is because you guys aren't answering any questions, but another part of that is because that's a great place to find products from, especially for kids. Because kids, they kind of have a lot of power in a household. And when these movies come out, they want the clothes, they want the toys, they want the backpacks, they want the school supplies. So being aware of the popular culture that is going around right now is a great way to stay ahead on things. So it's not a website. So like movies that are coming out, Himanshu, like the Avengers, Ant-Man, things like that, those are big movies that are doing really well in the box office. Like everybody in the office has seen it except for Harry. So yeah, Black Panther, yeah. So those are opportunities for you to capitalize on the success of those movies. So be aware of what's going on. Also, a lot of kids and teenagers are into watching videos on YouTube where people are reviewing products and they're playing around with products. So around, I think it was September of last year, we posted about the fingerlings and how they were going to be really big for Q4. So I said, okay, I'm going to get my goddaughter one before the price goes through the roof. Now, I really didn't know what a fingerling was, had no idea what it was. I just happened to know that it was going to do well during Q4. So I bought this fingerling, I took it home, and I gave it to her, and she goes, oh, I have wanted one of these. I watched so-and-so's YouTube channel, and she was talking about it and explaining how it worked, and it looked like so much fun. So I had no idea that she even wanted one. I just thought that it would be cool because they were going to be popular. So taking those resources and thinking outside of the box can be a great way to find products. Because going to the same stores every day can kind of get a little bit dull. So adding these to your repertoire and switching things up a little bit can change around what you're sourcing, how you're sourcing, and that can help you grow your business a little bit. So are there any questions about any of these topics or anything that I talked about? All right then. So I'm going to end this, and I really, really want you guys to take at least one of these things that I mentioned today and just put it into action. So it doesn't have to be a whole list, but just try one of these out and see how successful you are and how that changes up what you source.